mannequin head when I was 8 years old, but I learned how to braid when I was 12. It was when Eve was doing the whole straight back braids with her style then, and I picked up on it pretty quick, and I just love to do it. So I've been braiding, you know, in the commons area at school, at the house and stuff sometimes growing up, all throughout college, just, you know, doing dreads and braids and making some extra money that way. And then I moved to Dallas, Texas 2.5 years ago, fall 2015. And I picked up a 9-to-5 just to kind of get some things going, just to get some kind of steady income going on. But then I really wanted to get into doing hair consistently like I was before. So I called a few cousins. I said, listen, let me braid your hair up in some styles really quick. If you can, post them on Facebook for me. I don't have any Facebook friends in Dallas. You know, I don't know how to get out here. And from there, it just took off. They posted some pictures in some hair groups. People were calling me like, oh my goodness, you know, this and that. I'm thinking it was just some braids, but okay. And I kept braiding. I kept at it and kept going, you know. And so I got into my spot. I started actually doing hair every day, part-time, 1.5 years ago. And then I went full-time just under 1 year ago, in February of this year. And I don't know, it was just like a picture here, a picture there, and it just soared, you know. It just like took off, you know. So, but I keep at it, you know. It's consistency, and you get out what you put in. So I put my all into it, and that's what I expect to get out, and so far it's working. I think my biggest challenge was the expectations here are different than back at home. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Indiana. So at home, getting your hair done is 100% luxury, you know, just kind of, I get it done for special occasions. Here, getting your hair done here is like the equivalent to making sure the rent is paid. With that said, comes a lot more demand, comes higher demand. And so I've had some challenging clients, you know, I expect this, I want this, and I want that, and, you know, how people conduct business is like, I had to, you know, adjust and restructure some things, and the response has been well in terms of how I run business. You know, now is, you know, I have a strong appreciation for black and white logic. So if it's in writing, you know, this is what it is, yes or no answers, no gray areas. And people have responded typically pretty well, but I had to get adjusted pretty quick to, you know, there are a lot of people who will go to someone else's house to get their hair braided as opposed to paying for a little more to go to a professional salon environment. People down here don't care about that, you know. They're just like, I just want it to look nice. And for me, I'm like, my background experience is only half of, or the talent is only half of the reason the client sits in the chair. There's the experience, there's the professionalism, there's your customer service. There's all of that also that determines whether this client is going to come to you or not. So I got my cosmetology license in 2005, just 2 months before I graduated from high school. So I actually worked in a Paul Mitchell salon doing haircuts and hair color for about 5 years in Indiana, which that was a lot of fun. I love doing it. Totally different though from my market and from the, you know, the clients that I service here now. But yeah, I do have my cosmetology license. So on the plus side, you know, when there are clients who inquire about other services, you know, I was thinking about maybe getting a little hair color, or, you know, can you shampoo my hair out too as well before we do the braids? I can offer that. And it's not going to be offered, you know, grabbing some beauty supplies that they just can go pick up themselves. I use professional product lines only that they can't go pick up. You know, they get the luxury of a good thorough shampoo in a shampoo bowl instead of, you know, bent over in somebody's kitchen sink. You know, I get to add those little extras to it. Primarily, obviously, it's the braids. You know, the feeder braids and stitch feeder braids, which I'm getting better at. I don't think I'm a master at stitch braids yet, but I'm pretty good. But actually what I get called for a lot of the small feeder braids, like the lemonade braids, the tribal braids. The styles that take 14 hours, 15 hours, I do those very, very well. And I have clients who fly in from out of town, you know, to come get that stuff done. So that's satisfying in knowing that. Secondly is hair color. Like I said, I worked in the Paul Mitchell salon. I worked with hair color daily for a long time. So clients, I have some clients who get their hair colored and, you know, ironed out or roller set afterwards, and then I have some clients who drop off bundles and I'll color their hair bundles for them. I don't market it a lot though, just because it's, when you stay in one lane, it's easier to target and market just to those who appreciate what I offer and what I do very well. I do teach them now. I teach one-on-ones just because the student gets more value out of it. You know, I can slow it down to their pace, or I can speed it up and show them extras if they're ready. I do get a lot of inquiries for doing large classes. So it's something I'm looking to do maybe a little later, but right now, and for me, comfortably, just because I can do it well, it doesn't mean I can teach it well. So I've restructured how I teach things so that the students are getting, the maximum they can out of the class, as opposed to, I'm just going to show you how I do it and I hope you can pick it up, to open up a bigger salon. Initially I thought I want to open up this big salon now, but timing is everything. And while my reputation is really good out here, there's a lot more work to do. So I'm going to continue to work on branding and building my name even more, expanding outside of Texas. I'm traveling a little bit more. I'm going to other states. I'm getting involved in every hair show that I can to become recognizable. And in the process, I'm saving for it on my own so that I can open up a bigger salon with no debt. I think it's a smart business move, and I think it's smart in terms of when I do open up the big shop, everyone's going to know my name. The expectations and the standards are already set without me having to do anything. It's just there. So, that's the bigger move. And then I'm hoping I get some celebrities or some big names. I haven't gotten it yet. Yeah. So I went to Tangi's Braid Fest battle. I won Baddest Iverson. So it's the small braids that connect into one braid. I had the best braid style for that. And then I won the best celebrity inspired look, which, this past summer, it was the Nicki Minaj ponytail. Yeah. I won first place for that. And then the big trophy, I won first place for the Texas International Hair Show. So I will definitely be involved in the Texas Hair Show this year, whether I'm competing again to keep the title, whether I go in as an educator or even as a judge. Somehow, some way, I want to, I'm going to be involved in the Texas Hair Show.